Okay.
Check.
Check. Am I live?
Am I
Am I
live?
live?
Am I live? Am I live? Am I
Am I
live?
live?
Shit.
Shit.
Am
I
I live?
live?
Hmm. This is
This
pretty
is
loud
pretty
for
loud
me.
for me.
Right.
Right.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess I'm
I guess I'm
live.
live.
Hopefully. Probably
Probably
for a few
for a few
times.
times.
Man. Well, I only got like 3 people
three
watching me right now.
now.
Or probably
Probably
2 people watching me. I don't know.
know.
I'm just
I'm
sending videos. But
But
I'm here.
I'm here.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Element Reptile. How's it doing? How you feeling? Welcome. How's everything? How is everything? Hey, is the audio getting pretty buffy up? Hold on a second. I think the audio's echoing a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you guys can hear anything from me from the Yeah, I'm using two. I probably use two cameras. I just want to try to make sure nothing gets too distorted. Or maybe I'm just testing it. Remember, because I know this. I know my phone camera does have some shit going bad.
So I'm just gonna use this one. Better off. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Enough with the chit chatter. Enough with the distractions. What's your boy? I'm Element Reptile. Today we are doing how it is. I forgot to say that. Hold up. I am your boy Element Reptile. We came back from the World Cup after losing. We came back celebrating the defeat of Argentina. We're here listening to some nice, good music. And Spain won. That's it for the World Cup. I'll tell you that. That's the first news I want to bring it out. Our next second news I want to say it's today is Tuesday, July 21st. We're hitting closer to August. God damn, time is flying very freaking fast, surprisingly. And we're only, 8 minutes, about to be 9 minutes in. I haven't even opened the screen yet. God damn, I'll be on the mess, right? But today, I'm going to say this, guys. If you guys probably not saw the news today, some of the announcement a few days ago on X, there came I think a illustration going on. Oh yeah, a new season has been opened up, and a new season of Tenchi Muyo has kind of been opened up and with thanks to the supporters, to the supporting group, and with the main cast and the main director of Tenchi Muyo coming to up again for Tenchi Muyo Galaxy remake coming up next year. As much as everybody did, I did my illustration for Chainsmoker Cat, and I did a fusion with Ghost in the Shell because I didn't want to do two, one by one my button at the same time. Let's just fusionize them, just whatever the hell I wanted to do. So this one right now, I'm just doing a Tenchi Muyo illustration. Well, with none other than our girl Ryoko Hakubi. And why my freaking music's there? I'm already arrested. All right, end the chat. I'm close the stream right now. Saw my music. Goodbye, everybody. All right. Yeah, but yeah, this is this is Ryoko Hakubi. We're gonna be doing Ryoko Hakubi, man. Bro, everybody knows, bro. This was our introduction to tomboys. This girl was an introduction to, what we say, waifus. This bitch was an entire introduction that freaking altered the chemistry brain, our brain chemistry, since we were kids during our days of Toonami. This is the one character, bro. This Tenchi Muyo is the OG harem anime. Mind you that. Tenchi Muyo is the OG harem anime. You cannot deny. You cannot ever judge against that. Don't start with Records of Lotus Roar. Do not start with Records of Lotus War. All right. Mind you too, I still have not done. I finished the ReZero thing, but because I my part-time job and my other stuff that I was doing. Besides, I came home a little late, and I'm trying to struggle off the bed. Like I don't know. There's something about that futon that I have for years right now, and it's just dangerous. It's so comfortable. It's so dangerous. I've been pretty much lazing out there, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. But either ways, I hope you got. For those who are really wanting to see this, I hope you guys watch me draw about my illustration. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and we get it and enjoy it and start it. We started. We start. What I mean, bro. I said we start. We start. I just want to get you guys riled up, okay? I just want life. I need life. I need life in a world full of depression. I don't know if she did that. Man, I'm hearing to this beautiful, I'm hearing this God memorable mix I heard back in the early 2021. This was during the time when everything was going nice and kicking, even despite the pandemic fucking everything up. Time in the metaverse. Then the metaverse became bleak. When the metaverse came, it was bleak. I like it better when the metaverse, when it was like the metaverse is like stayed as developing. But then too, people will lose hope and faith. Something happened. We were so hyped about it for the future since we entered after 2021. Something happened. Dun, 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 dun. God damn. Hold on a second. Did her hands. Anyway. Oh, wow. I'm doing it terribly. Yeah, man. But as I am drawing, I know everybody for us who did not know that I was drawing how I drew Yako Neko already. I finished Yako Neko the whole stream. That's because I had draw her beforehand. Fortunately now I only drawing the base. I'm drawing the other base of what anime characters are. And I said, if that even makes sense, actually, it does not even make sense. I'm drawing the base. I'm just trying to get to that part. But man, yeah, Tenchi Muyo, bro, you can't. What was the, bro? Toonami, bro. Toonami when Tenchi Muyo came up on that shit. Like everybody was there. I was like, how many? Because there was. It's kind of hard to kind of like understand what Tenchi Muyo I'm talking about, because in the 1990s, right, there were so many Tenchi Muyos. Tenchi Muyo is an entire franchise, and space opera franchise, mind you. This is a harem anime that depicted many other harem animes. You know, this is an anime that had many that inspired some of the various tropes. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm kind of wrong on that, because there are, you know, like we were introduced to many different archetypes. Many within the Tenchi Muyo universe that I'm pretty sure remember. I mean, because it was aired throughout the years of Toonami, and then something happened out there. Something. Yeah, I know that for sure. Most Tenchi Muyo like animes as of now are now just aired on either on YouTube or on pirate sites. Unless you have the DVDs, which I don't know. I didn't remember seeing Tenchi Muyo DVDs because again, they were on Toonami, and I grew up watching Tenchi Muyo. I grew up watching Tenchi Muyo, the universe, but I didn't want to say anything about Tenchi Muyo since it was on air on Toonami. It was only up to at least it was until I think when people started cosplaying Tenchi Muyo. Or how they have been cosplaying Tenchi Muyo since, well, I remember 2004. Shit. Yeah, they've been cosplaying Tenchi Muyo since the 2000s, man. And they're still, and I bet you right now, I kid you not, there's still some of the oldest millennials, some of the millennials of today who grew up watching anime in the 90s are still cosplaying Tenchi Muyo. I mean, recently on Anime Expo, there was a vlogger who cosplayed as Washu Hakubi in from the series. A Lollibaba. You know, she was a Lollibaba. And she was a true OG Lollibaba. And then there was Sanami, the OG Lolly. Then came the waifu of the waifu, Ryoko Hakubi. And then MILFs and sisters, you know, and many other tropes. Many other tropes. I think there was a tsundere. Was there a tsundere in during the Tenchi Muyo? Or maybe I'm wrong. Because there were so many waifus out there on Tenchi Muyo. I know, like, because I haven't seen the other rest because there's this because there's the 2001 which actually did aired in the United States. It was a 2000s Tenchi Muyo that aired in the 2000s, but barely was everybody saw that because they thought of the OG. They didn't know because I was busy watching Bakugan Brawl at Cartoon Network. Remember, anime was aired left and right in Cartoon Network, bro. Whether you're on Toonami, whether you want to, Adult Swim, or were you literally at watching daytime, Cartoon Network? I mean, that's why me and my brother, my older brother, was locked into Naruto because Cartoon Network, but he did not knew about the other animes besides Dragon Ball, besides Naruto. You know, I was completely locked in with beyond Naruto. There was Pokemon, right? I mean, dude, anime was in the United States had mainly the commercial ones. Mainly the commercial ones. Right? But the ones in Adult Swim, I too watched too. Fuck me. Don't tell me I drew at the wrong layer. Ha! I hate that. Drawing at the wrong layer, yo. Okay, I gotta get to this. Unless I forgot to draw the other side. Should I buy? Man, I only could buy a DJ set. Shit. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on time. No, her face is much longer. Ooh, way longer. Way longer. Okay. Oh, damn. Way longer. Come on, B. There you go. So, okay, so then I got you. I'm just gonna be drawing you right here. Like this. No, hell no. Oh my god.
Roses and diamonds don't cut it at all. Fake love and photos, but endless missed calls. Cause you're living it up, and I'm certain I don't cross your mind at all. Oh, yeah, you're living it up. Your attention is declining. I wish I could rewind it all.
See, right here. Got you. Wait, Ryoko. Oh no, her eyes. No, she doesn't got goblin ears. Actually, no, let's remove that.
I call you out, but then backwards we go. Love letters crumble with no love.
And I want to go use my Western version. I want to use my Western version.
Give my all, we'll get nothing.
Oh hell.
My time, you don't give a damn. About me. So let's close this season.
She's a pretty girl. I'll tell you that. She's gonna be a pretty girl.
And I feel I'm not getting
No, her nose needs to be a little smaller. Though still looking older. Then I'm gonna add a bit of maybe I could put in some of that JK. Man, this music here in the back is much funner than most of the Liquid DMBs. It's a Nightcore mix. This is the type of music you should listen to in theme parks. Man, what happened to it? What happened to it? Sorry, I'm just trying to get to that part. Come on now. Yes, she has the clothing, but I gotta make the base first. She has clothing. Oh man. Yes. Focus, nigga. Cabron, focus. Focus. So, here you are. Yeah, this scribble scrabble shit. It's still something I still have to. I don't know how animators do it. I mean, like they come to the point where they don't need to scribble scrabble. They just trace right there. They still need the base. I'll tell you that. They do still need the base. I'm using my art style. This one, not the various typical anime art styles. Okay, and then I want to, hold on a second. Oh. message right here. I see she's got a really strange arc. I don't know. Now, what's her face expression when she's like that? Okay, right there. All right. Now, I'm gonna use your brows because I want a more squash and stretch sort of version. Yep. Take you and take your ass. Take your bitch asses right here. Woo! See you. There you are. And then still keep going. I'll tell you that. I'll still keep going. But ain't that a B, right? What a life. That now Tenchi Muyo's coming back. The OG harem anime. As if the fan base cannot just leave that franchise alone. I mean, I don't blame them when they used when everybody was begging for Monogatari return or Fate. Or matter of fact, or this one, the return for Fate Kali Priest or India. I didn't, right? Like many people, like for those who do not know that one, that's one of the kind of like the separate version that is similar to the Fate Stay Night universe, but it was just set in a different way, and it's like another harem anime basically. It's just another, because Fate is a big multiverse, and it's a game also in a way. So it's only based out of the mangas and the manga adaptations, and including some of the light novel adaptations of the Fate universe. There is the Fate Stay Night, which is like the primary Fate, and then there's the Fate Grand Order, which is like another OG kind of like Fate. But you be the judge. You tell me which one it is, aside from the fact that it's that I would say Fate Grand Order. When I first heard the name Fate, it was Fate Grand Order, or not Fate Stay Night. That would be the one, that started it all. That, because I think Fate Stay Night started like in the 2000s. Yeah, on God. And they're still not finished with it. Although we're still finishing a Fate Strange Fake. We're still finishing Fate Strange Fake. Okay, so I got you this very outrageous smile. Like that. Nope. Got you. Alright. So I will have to still keep your hair. I'll tell you that. Oh God. Alright, now I'm gonna switch brushes. And then I'm gonna be cartoonist. Alright, so this right here is gonna be good focus. What happened to my, God damn it, what happened? Hold up. Oh, fuck. One. Let's see. Oh, hell. One. Oh. 2, 3. Alright. So that's how artists do that. Huh. Interesting. 2. 2, 3, 4. No. Ah, damn it. Oh, shit. Then I see you. We're here and then up here. I know you got the cat's eye, B. I know you got the cat's eye, so don't screw with me. Alright? I'm just gonna... everybody's anticipating to see if I can draw the hair right. Well... trust, yo. There's a thing called trust. I got you, okay? Just let me cook, everybody. Don't get impatient. Don't just like, oh, okay. Don't just come into the stream and just start leaving out of nowhere just because I'm just starting to put in the pen on my tablet, okay? Dude, don't get impatient. Watch the small, unknown, little brown artist cook. All right. See, I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. You see, I'm getting. Shit. And mistakes will happen. See, what am I saying? What did I say, dog? Don't get too impatient. Shit. All right. No. I'll do the eyes later. I'll do the eyes later. And now it's the hair, which I didn't even draw. Okay. So your hair will be like, kind of like this. Like this, okay? I'm just trying to get it all right? I'm just trying to get the rhythm. That's all. Chill out. Let me cook. That's what they say. Let them cook. All right? It's all about learning some shit, okay? Tranquilizas, eh? Okay, so then you got that. Okay, then it starts pulling back. Yep, then it starts pulling back. So I'm gonna take your ass out right here. It's gonna take it. It's gonna be like, fuck. Like that. See? I got Ryoko's hair, alright? Fuck out of here, alright? What's up, dog? Get your ass out of here. And I'm using my art style. My art style. Which I'm gonna put some... Oh. Got to add the badge right here. Shit. I forgot to add the badge. Okay, so now just gonna use the eye badge, kind of like that. Just everybody has that, not me. Everybody has that. Then, if let me know in the comments if the character looks too much like a hag, then I'll fix it. Otherwise, you're the type of people who go hag maxing, and then okay. Side note, I'm not the... No side note, because I don't have enough dark humor jokes. And then I stopped. Fuck, man. I really don't know how to say things. You have every right to roast me in the comment section anyways. Keep me alive. I'm just saying. That's all I need to say. Is to keep me alive. keep the the circus playing, keep the movie going, keep the show running. It'd be nice. I'm not here trying to get clout. I just want to, I'm here just want to create things and seeing something that I like, doing something that I'm interested in doing. Maybe not, I will be on the wave, or maybe so I will last. I don't know. Unless someone who's watching is a goddamn machine. Okay, I'm gonna take you a little more to that. No, actually no. You're good. You're good. You are good. There you go. That's what I want to see. So then, okay, I got you. Now it's the clothes. Okay, so let me get myself straight on this one. Clothes. She's got that fat belt like this, and then she has kind of like, yeah, she's trying to get this shit out of the way. I forgot to even draw the other stuff. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Dios de Santa Marta. Let's get down to business. Give me one more night of dancing. We got a million nights just like this. And let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Night again. Got a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Okay. I see what it is. Don't worry about it. My friends keep talking me into this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. I guess I'll do this. I'll have this skirt. Oh damn. How to make it more sexy? That's the real question. How to make this skirt more sexy? I think it's in this one. Yep. Could be like this. Or maybe not. I think it would be something else. Come on, Ryuko. Damn, Ryuko, you seem. No wonder why you surpass everybody, man. There's such a waifu that you can't. It makes it even difficult to draw with one hand on a pen, if you know what I mean. Okay, and we're gonna choose. So where do you land? Okay, so you got this. Unless I'm drawn. Well, that's my direction. I want my direction. I want the rigid of this loincloth. Or whatever that part of cloth is. Is it a dress? I don't know. These space opera you know. Hey. Alright, time to get your ass out of here. Then, oof. Or maybe she flies away. Like, Kind of like that. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Damn. Is it this right or this wrong? I don't know. Like that. Good. And then I see you. Got you. It's still a whole sketching process because I didn't even start because I haven't done this like beforehand like I did with Yanni Neko. On the Yanni Neko illustration, I did it beforehand. But this is not beforehand. But that is okay. That is okay. You know, because hey, you know, you're watching the magic, bro. I've seen artists who stay for hours. Stay for hours. And it's until they finish their own drawings. Alright? And not because the moment I said it and then you guys have to wait and you're like, oh, now we have to, nah, bro. I hate, you know, if you're impatient, then don't watch this. Don't come by watching this, okay? If you're impatient. I'm just, you know, I'm just doing my own part. And my own part is making a sexy girl like fucking Ryoko. That we all lost over our heels as kids. We lost all our heels for kids for this one. Mm-hmm. I wanna be the man. Epa. Or maybe this is, you know, aside from this illustration that I'm doing of Ryoko Hakube, there comes another topic that I really want to talk about too in this stream. That I could talk about it again and bring out the information, but I'm not like much of a commentator as many of the other YouTubers who do like YouTube streaming and stuff. Because I'm trying to keep things. I'm trying to like shift away from the, you know, whole shenanigans of, you know, YouTube of like pop culture fighting and culture wars, because I wanted to talk about, you know, theme parks and all the stuff. And theme parks are kind of like one of my topics I have yet to bring about. I have never even said a single word about, you know, the EDM festival. For example, like just this weekend, there was Tomorrowland, the 2020, this year's Tomorrowland that happened on Belgium. But I didn't even make any announcement or made any art for Tomorrowland like I usually do. I do want to like watch Tomorrowland or play the music out of Tomorrowland, but you know, copyright and EDM, spinning records, don't want no YouTuber doing copyrighted, you know, EDM music and content, unless you make your own, you know, that kind of BS, right? That kind of BS that still that to this day lingers, in which that's why you have you know, record labels like NCS, you know, Argo Fox, you know, Magic Music, Aim to Head, you know, and so other more who are using non-copyrighted content, are creating music for like YouTube content basically, or yeah, making music that are for like non-copyright content. Now that I have people like me that you don't even know I even exist. Bro, look at my subscribers, bro. I'm not trying to do this for clout. I am not doing this for clout. I'm doing this for my therapy. I'm doing this so I don't, you know, sit on my ass. I'm doing this because I don't want to sit on my ass. you know, especially in freaking in in graphic designing, which I was doing graphic designing for a bit. I was planning to do like a quick graphic designing illustration, and for a request for the same community I work for, but I haven't got the call yet. So I started creating my own. I mean, like for example, I did create my own like graphic design content. Like I'm starting to try to create one, right? It's kind of like not really complete, but I was creating this. Hold up. Like this one. This one I would have could have used for like my cell phone app. Rather than, so I could switch from, because I still have my old illustration, but now it's time to switch it. So I could use this for my, like illustration app and all that stuff. But this is my logo. This is the stuff I did. It's very generic, unfortunately. I still, especially with the car one I'm doing right here, like this one, the graphic designing. So because I need it, because I'm trying to keep my feet up, and also doing video editing and all that kind of good stuff. But now I've gone off topic. We are talking about this one situation that's going on right now, that I hope that if Adobe, let me bring back Adobe. Let me talk about Adobe. For once, that Adobe, we were allowed to have ownership, right? And you used to pay about it, like. Before the time, Adobe, you buy things physically out of Adobe, and whatever the software you wanted, you got it. Now those days are gone, and we all know about the shit with Adobe that is completely unacceptable, unethical, and hateful they're doing when it comes to like pushing up prices and subscriptions over the things that all we want to do is just create. That's all we ever want to do. All we do is want to create. But they still want to expect us to pay more and more and more subscription because it costs. Well, maybe stop putting too much. Stop trying to invest, like ask for it, right? And start trying to put an AI that's taking too much space. Give me the ones that are more valuable. Why not just stop making it digital and just giving us physically, right? But they're not going to listen to us. They're not. So we're still, to the world to this day, are resort to paying for Adobe. So because back in the days, it was the last time so they took out something physical. I don't know. Probably 2013 they did it. Shit. But it is almost as equivalent to, do I have to say it? It's as equivalent to the BS and Sony. And Sony, when you saw the news, I think it's the news is right here. I think yes, Sony PlayStation. Right here. Yeah, Sony PlayStation over here. Right? Have you got to see this? If you see this illustration over here, when is this going on, right? Well, it's about, hey, I got this for $70, $10. Good. A few months later, that shit gets ripped off because I bought this, and now I can't own it again because it's expired. You have a license for it. Your license expired. Huh. Really? The audacity of what Xbox had did when they, right? And now and freaking Sony and PlayStation, yo, that's a line cross, bro. You crossed a goddamn line. Daring to freaking digitize everything. You have the audacity to completely, bend the knee on greed, which most people do when they're rich. That's the thing. That's the thing you have to learn about, about the consequence of being rich, right? Or being poor. There's two edges of death. That's why I choose to live in the middle world. I choose to live in a middle class, right? Because if you're rich or too poor, there's always a line of death. You're at the edge of death. If you're too poor, you're at the edge of death. If you're too rich, you're also at the edge of death. It's just that you don't even know it. And how many rich people died? How many rich people died? Man, look at freaking Luigi Mangione. We're gonna have another Luigi Mangione for this, bro. Just because when they say it about the freaking GTA 6 shit, right? And now we're gonna have to. Now that shit's not gonna be. It's gonna be for nothing. That shit's gonna be for nothing because we don't have. Because now they want to digitize everything. There's nothing like there is nothing wrong with a certain level of digitizing games, but when it comes to to this extent, because you want to make things convenient and trying to lower the price, or really no, they don't even lower the price. They want to heighten the price, right? It's exact like how they're doing with Xbox, like they're doing with Netflix, with Crunchyroll and Netflix, which I could talk soon about Crunchyroll, but this is about PlayStation, bro. Every video game that was owned once, bro, that had one's ownership, what's the one? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Oh my god, I remember that show. I remember that. And that used to be ownership. Because that's still physical DVD and it has amazing graphics. Now, the new graphics these days looks like shit. It looks limited, it looks rushed. Or maybe perhaps it looks like just like the same as you saw in 2015. They still are stuck to that. But now they're gonna digitize everything, and there's no ownership for it. How am I supposed to play? I don't play video games, but step onto the public's shoe, step onto the people's shoe. So the fact that because we're at a hard time high, that the things that we had as owned and for our own, carefree giving or carefree lives. Now it's suddenly get to take the soul away. Now look, think in the fact that these PlayStations, they're having the even putting the tech to say, hey, this disc is outdated. You can't play it anymore because it's an outdated software. It's an outdated game. Like the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Are you high? They want us to buy more games, but with the last cent of our freaking pockets. And this is getting political too much because I know guys like Tom Fo, Eric July. I know a few Asians like Kaka TV. There's even of course, the Afro intellect Saros TV is also talking about it. I know some of the older millennials who are definitely talking about this, like you will own nothing. Everyone's saying the same words as just like that reptilian, hungry, demonic fucking billionaire from Germany of the United World Health Organization. You will own nothing and you will be happy. You will own nothing. Dude, that's why, that's why the guy, the billionaire for the health organization got Luigi Mangione. Because of that shit. There's gonna be more. Have these people now realized they're gonna be another freaking warehouse burning, just like what happened to that guy who did that recording, who made that video of him burning down a warehouse and say pay us to live. All you gotta do is just pay us to live. This is the back again. It's not gonna be like that, but the backlash already is a huge backlash against it. Because that's what Xbox did. Xbox had the audacity to do that. To take away the Ubisoft. I mean, right? Aside from, making the shittiest Halo games. Oh, hold up a second. My words. Sorry, excuse my words. They did not make Halo 4 shit. They did not make Halo 5 shit. I'm sorry. It's the other Halo games, the other recent Halo games. That's what the ones that made shit, right? And so, you know, like the Left 4 Dead type of games. Those, like the second one was dog shit, you know? So still to this day, the world is still awaiting for the GTA, which mainly was played on everybody used to play on PlayStation, I think, right? But I'm getting off track, right? With the, you know, and that's what Xbox had ownership. I mean, people were playing GTA, people playing Red Dead Redemption on Xbox, and it was such an American thing for our American-owned eyes. And then that's when they did the news where they stopped making physical games. They stopped making physical games, so they resort only to digital games like Fortnite because they know it's selling, it's bangers, bro. The people, and there will be people, right, that will say, "What's the problem, bro? Why not just get on with the current times and shit? You know, what's the deal with it? You just gotta suck it up, bro. The times are changing, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Because that's how the world works and shit." No, fuck you hard, deeply, and stretchably. Pause. All right, with your whole pure heart. People like that, and I had to hear this. You know, this was said from one of the YouTubers that I've heard about this news, King Black Knuckle, who also spoke about the situation. Is that there's people out there who are still so normie. There's a lot of normies who are so, you know, just empty in the mind, right? Empty in the head. And mind you too, I am a bit of a normie. I'll be real with you. I am a bit of a normie, right? Regarding to some of the certain stuff, because the people who play video games who act like that are those people who only play Call of Duty, or only play Battlefield, who probably play another Tekken movie, a Tekken fighting game, or just GTA. That's it. I'm like, bro, have you played any other games besides that? That's what it is to be a gamer. You play other games, right? You play there. We had a variety. You can play a sports game. You can play a VR chat game. You can play a story game, a medieval game like God of War. Goddamn. Then you can play shooting games too, or you can play mystery games like LA Noire. Those were the times where there was a variety here in the United States, and they just screwed it all up. They had Resident Evil, although it was Japanese. There were sci-fi games that we do have, and which we still do. We still do, all right? Not that Concord shit, but it's those who only play like what? Shooting games like Call of Duty, who only play GTA 5 to this very single day, and then some sport game, right? And that's it. Or probably just either of those two, and that's it. They don't know. They don't expand their minds a bit. Just like anime tourists who never expand their mind throughout, over Shonen Jump. That's. And then I had to, I'm getting this detail. This is the information that I saw here that is on X, and everyone is talking about it already. So I'm probably like the last person to even talk about this stuff. Although I am not the last person who hasn't talked about the dangerous race war that's going on over the games in anime. That I'm not the first one. Well, I am not the last. I know, guys. I'm gibbering up my words. I have speech impediments. Okay, bear with me. So no. So I say no. So the world said. So everyone's saying no. Everybody's saying hell no. Don't. Bro. No, we do not want digitization. Much like people are resorting to having physical copies and Blu-rays. That's why people are starting to pirate against this. And that comes to that saying: if owning, if paying isn't owning, then then piracy. Wait. What is this? What does it mean? What did they say? What did I say? Ah! Because I'm coloring, okay? I'm trying to speak about to this. Tep by tep, flunt by runt. Oh! I don't know. That's just my autism running around, okay? It's my autism. Let's just say, like, for example, like, the new Spyro that's coming on, right? That's coming soon, right? You can, once that new Spyro debuts on PlayStation or on X, you can never, there won't be any physical copy on Spyro. There won't be any physical copy on Spyro. There won't be any physical copy for Fortnite, because they try to bring back the classic Fortnite, but they didn't, right? And there are many other games that are coming up too. Like, for example, I don't remember if Genshin Impact had a physical cover, or maybe I'm wrong. Or Final Fantasy. If they make another Final Fantasy game, they will not, and now it won't have a cover. It won't have a physical copy. You won't have it physically. It won't be set on a disc, because these guys are these depraved cretins, these creatures, these psychopaths, these monsters, who I bet you right now they're on the they're pretty much on in the Epstein list, in the Epstein files. As a matter of fact, Jeffrey Epstein did infiltrated the video game industry, because aside from being a Mossad agent, right, he did infiltrate talks of video games and how he's behind of the video games. What? He was behind the masterminds of creating like racist propaganda on 4chan. He was, and this guy had many hats. But when he talked about the video games, and he said about the descriptions, he talks about the censorship of it. He says about, the idea of you won't own nothing and you will be happy. That's the shit. I recently watched a documentary in YouTube, and this is an old documentary. This was a documentary that was shot in the 1970s. This was back in 1975. This is the mid 70s. Right? It's called Harlan County, USA. It's about an uprising through the coal mining industry, where there were some people, there was a population in the state of West Virginia that grew up poor, right? But their work is on the coal mining, and they're just trying to earn as much as they can in that industry, even though they were treated terribly, even though they were into terrible conditions. But so therefore those people were protesting. Now the person who filmed it was I think it was a student that had other plans, right? And she didn't knew she got into this class war, and their stuff and the money they were paying was very little. And not just that, they were making more greedier plans. They were laying them off and all that stuff. So the people protested, and there were gunfights all over the place. Literal gunfights all over the place. In the sake of their health and the sake of, their jobs. And I think that's exactly what's going on. These people are trying to flip. People will flip now. Because that's, Oh, so you have gloves, okay. I don't care what people say on behalf of on this news, who believe that they were And all things will be nice and dandy. You just got to come up with the times, and people will get over it. Look, there's a moment to be complacent, and I get it, because there's already enough worry and already enough drama that you cannot follow to all the time, because that's none of it. Half of that stuff should not be true, but people don't know, and people still to this day still follow that like sheep. I understand that. But there is also too a moment of time where complacency is not your savior, and is not and that's not the thing to be forgiven. There's some time where forgiveness is not accepted. And what's going on to the world, I don't think these people who are behind us need a single inch of empathy. They don't. They really don't. I am not gonna have. Yeah, no. They didn't. They don't. They really don't. I'm not gonna have it. I mean, the people who said that had the most information right now, I think it's you should listen to guys like King Black Knuckle who had the whole information. He has the whole information in his hand and talking about this. Aye. I almost got there. Whew. I did have the shine, but maybe I put too much shine to this. Maybe I put too much shine. I don't know. Oh my god, the hair. Hey, the hair. You can never have Ryoko without the hair. Mind you that. Oh my god. I cannot have Ryoko coexisting in this planet without her hair. Give her the motherfucking give her the hair, give her the hair, give her the hair. Oos. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta use another brush for this. Pressure right here, and it'd be. I wanna. 1, 2, 3. Yep, got you right in this B. Got you in this B. Got you in this B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good healing right here. Whew. All right. I gotta put some shadow on this bee. Important to shoot battle. What? Oh my god, bro. I don't want to be silent. I don't want to be silent. Either ways. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, yeah, dude, there are within this situation on, on Sony, which is, like they used that. I remember them days when they had their first PlayStation. The thing was like, yeah, it was like way in the 90s. It was all ownership. I mean, it still is. It's just a controller cost. But they had CDs. That's the thing. Then PlayStation 2 came on with some of the most iconic games I remember. I remember playing The Godfather. I remember playing not Rome Total War, but my cousin had a game where it was like, I think it's like a Chinese game that was shown up. Three Kingdom Romance. And then there was, of course, people would be playing Medal of Honor. There was Call of Duty, of course. Then there was the Midway Arcade Treasures. Yes, I remember those Midway Arcade Treasure games. I used to play them on the old Xbox, but also on the PlayStation. They had that, Tetris and all that stuff. These were games even on the Crash Bandicoot as well. Spyro. Oh my god, I'm spending too much on the Westerns, but also anime games too, like Sci-Fi Chain Break. I think that's Chain Racer. I think. Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, it was a chain block, or freaking Jet Set Radio. Either of those two, right? These were games that were had on ownership. They had on a disc, and the disc is something. It is like this. This is item of ownership, right? And people still feel that way. And I know there is in GameStop. There is still physical copies. There are still physical copies, but it's only a matter of time. Now, it's only a matter of time where they will cancel it. When they will announce, say, hey, get this on clearance. Do you know how upsetting that might, like as good as it may sound for some who not know the situation of the economy of this stuff, right? When owning characters, when owning games, and now you're not supposed to do it, you're not won't able to have it. Now it's on clearance. When something's on clearance, right? That means that's the last of it, and you cannot get anything. Even though most of them are in the trucks, that happened in some state outside of the country or somewhere here that they said, okay, that because this game is on clearance, there's nothing else to go, right? And then the employee, after he resigned, he told me about the day that they had a game that was going to be on clearance and no one's selling it anymore, right? And they say that this game, as popular as it was, right? I think it was Assassin's Creed, as an Assassin's Creed game. They said that shit's on clearance, but there was hundreds and hundreds of stacks of Assassin's Creed that was not, and that was still there, and as popular as it was, as people were buying and fighting for the last Assassin's Creed. And look what happened. They were fighting for the last Assassin's Creed, but only for them to realize that it was all, they were actually just getting away with it because they were being charged with ownership. And ownership, it's dying right now. Is it really? Are we really getting into that era? Are we really going into that era? I don't know. I don't want to. I hope not. I really hope not. We're not entering to that base. Because it's not really a good image for the world. It really is not a good image to that point that we are going to lose ownership. These cats, these people, these big guys, these fat cats, thinking they can just get away with it. Honestly, they really think they can get away with it. No, they hunt them down. Hunt those people down. Hunt those people down like the way they hunted down and shut down and burned down Cartoon Network. Hunt down those people. Hunt down the AI, hunt down the people who are using AI art. Hunt down those who are overcharging Spotify. Hunt down those who are overcharging the insurance, the health insurance. Hunt them all down. They need to go. Honestly, they all need to go. Because we ain't having it. The world ain't having it. And I don't want to be that bearer of bad news. To that BS. Because in all of heart, fuck Sony for bringing that out. Fuck Sony for relying on more money than creativity and the community. PlayStation was for a community. That gaming console that they built, all that created just for use it for corporate media, right? The creators who are probably, hopefully, are not. I don't know if they're still alive. I don't know where they are. They're not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're rolling in their graves. Unless like what's going on here with Walt Disney. They're right now turning on our graves. No one died for this. We will repent. We will repent against this BS. These bourgeoisies who are, ratting away, filthy hands, and getting too rich for this subscriptions. And everything else too. Haven't we learned something from the apparent Clippy movement? I don't think anybody remembers that. The change your profile. I think one guy did a little campaign. He said, "Look, if you don't want these guys to abuse you on your subscriptions, or using your freedoms of speech and censorship, change your profile picture to a Clippy." Clippy never wanted to invade your data spaces. He simply just wanted to help, and he did. And many people did the Clippy. I don't know if anybody's still doing Clippy, but he did another video of what to do next for the Clippy video, for the Clippy movement. It's not as if people want to remember that. And they made fan videos, and they made fan animations of Clippy. And saying there's a new Clippy movement, there's a new thing that they're trying to make it famous. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a lot of sketchings. I forgot it's a lot of sketchings. Wait, I cut out all this? Shit. Alright, so I got all this and a lot of this. Good. Hold on. I might have to trace again because I have a lot of these scratch marks. But okay, it's okay. But I speak again. I'm speaking again on behalf of the BS of what you're seeing over here. You will own nothing. You don't have a license. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. That's the kind of shit I don't want to hear. You're hearing this from their people right now. Whenever I post my tweet criticizing Sony PlayStation for their garbage decision regarding killing physical format, the next day I get 3 or 4 account attacking attempts. My God. this is Cyberpunk 2077, bro. This is straight up Cyberpunk shit right there. You get accounts attack hacking attempts. The piperos are the most ridiculous, pathetic, and resentful thing in the gamer world. Second-hand embarrassment. They're even attacking gamers for calling it out, for calling out what is going on, for saying the truth that what you're doing with Sony. I mean, shit, man. Right here, right now, because many people are right now shaming again, looking for some indies. Like people saying, looking for some indies. Check out some new top pick rated by players. But these are all right now digital. They're not physical copies. These are all digital. They're not physical. These are indie games that were used and created. They pretty much caught out of Steam, because Steam is the game creator. There are systems that you can upload on Steam, and half of them are out on the Steam app or on the Steam software game creating place. Must play indies. Why must you ruin my feed? And they had it already with the freaking with the physical games. They're using the cassettes, the discs, and they better feel it. They better get all the messages on what's coming, man. They better get all the messages on that behalf with Sony, on behalf of the people, which they used to serve for. They used to create the consoles. They would create the technology, create the services for the people, not for the money. Hey, PlayStation, I got your marketing post ready for now PS6. And this guy Adam on X. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if the PS6 doesn't come with a coin lock with all arcade. Oh my god, Sony game, same game, different price. Exactly. It's like Black Friday. It's like Black Friday, bro. It's the same price, but on a different way, or the same thing, same product, different price. It's just one is more expensive than the other, which is pointless because it's the same thing. It's the same shit. Imagine that. You got there's games out right now. Some of the games of today, right? Some are just not looking too good though with the graphics. Or it's like the same live action graphics or the same ugly looking characters, and they're making it as expensive as they can get, trying to get their hands full on money. This is some class war shit right there. This is like some soulless freaking get them to the Greek type of shit. I bet you half of those people are on Diddy parties right now when it comes to that stuff. Shit. Look at this. The picture gets more accurate the more you look. Disk drive, online play, backward, its compatibility. Bro, free upgrades is all locked. And it's with that crazy prices squishing. No disc, no buy. Of course, now's a good time to switch. No, it's not it, because they're switching to digital too. Go to PC at this point, for real. Look at this. PlayStation says an anti-consumer call. Fuck the players. Exactly, yo. That's AI right there. That's some good AI shit right there. People are using AI for the memes that's best to respond. Bro, look at this. Fuck Sony, give us physical discs. Still tweeting like a jerk, bro. JL Gaming. These are well-known gamer channels right now, who are using this, who are having their X account, and they're playing games. Just like I know I bet you right now either Chris Smoove, Vanos, and the Rad Brad are also calling out on this thing. Tom Foe, definitely. Tom Foe, he's a grifter. He's one of those Goyim people, but also Eric July and a few other guys. Saros TV, honestly, too. I won't doubt Saros TV talking about this. Clownfish.tv, the pop culture news, Geeks and Gamers as well. Will be have talked about this, or probably are going to talk about this. I know Eric July from Ripperverse is going to be talking about this. So, look, don't kill the disc. For 2020, in 2 years, for 2 years, we're already censoring the internet, and now we had the ownership of free internet, and now we're being charged with subscription because of the amount of ads that are having. You will own nothing and you will be happy. No. If I had to choose to be happy, I would have more ownership on gaming discs and having the billionaires get the Luigi Mangione treatment. I want those niggas get the man. I want to get them Luigi Mangione ASAP. They need the silencer, man. They need the silencer, big time, because this is getting outrageous on that shit. I mean, even though I don't play video games, I still am paying $55 monthly. $55 monthly on my Adobe, which is going to be the same thing in the subscriptions on the Netflix. Same things on subscriptions in the internet. But the old heads don't know. The old folks still don't know. Some even the baby boomers too, bro. But the ones who created the PlayStation are potentially Gen Xers who are either like, I think, mid-age Gen Xers. Who are at the same side of boomers. So we're at the point of not having nothing to lose. You know, gamers are not to be effed with. And you know that. Just like even anime fans who are single-handedly gatekeeping the culture. Trying to gatekeep the culture. Animations, art fans, the art community, or the furry community are trying to gatekeep. Many people are trying to gatekeep now once and for all. That's why and it's a fight now. Everything's gone so bad since the pandemic. Like, I know we are having a good spotlight and heart in the beauty of America thanks to the World Cup, you know. But there, of course, we still have to mind on the bad shit too. And many constant musics are there. The World Cup should give us the heart of fire to fight what was ours, to fight what we believe in. Thank God we still have some freedom of speech, even though now it's getting censored. Look, I know on my own hand that there are some parts of freedom of speech does feel wrong, it does feel negative, because there are toxic things going on. But guess what? What would it be like if you were not able to call out this type of stuff without free speech? How would the world feel? You'll feel oppressed, like a communist state or a fascist state. Either the two. You know? I mean, look at the people of Venezuela. They've been through censorship. They have been through, you know, like daring time, demented, dark times. Around the times of Maduro. And there are times they can't say anything, but they still do. Because they're in the new world. Unless you're in North Korea, where that shit, you don't even know the world even exists. You really don't know if the world even exists. Please. Get your lips right here. I think your lips are big right here. Oops. Mm-hmm. Viva el formatos and fiscal. Yep.
You know, we've had a couple drinks already.
Shout out to
so-
those from Latin America. Universal PlayStation. America Latina, babe.
Words are flowing.
I'm looking for physical
Oh,
games,
fancy
always.
analysis and super-
Look at this guy's studio. All that. Those are all physical games. All physical copies, especially on the Game Boys, especially on the board games, especially on the toys. He has a collection, a mad collection.
You know, we've had a
And he's
couple drinks
set.
already.
Resume physical game PlayStation. Look at that.
You've seen
Looking for discs. Man, if the moment GTA 6 come in on the net this year, I hope like GTA 6 will probably be the last debut, unless they decided to go full blast on the digital copy, on digital ownership, or on the digital subscription, and make it extremely expensive the moment of its debut, and they'll have no physical copies, and you are charged even more for GTA. And that's gonna happen. I hope not. It does not. I hope that doesn't happen. I swear to God. Let's not jinx. I don't want to jinx that. You know, I don't want to jinx that. Having the moment it releases and there's no physical copy, and instead you get the digital version. No. Indie games should stay digital. Indie games. True professional games like God of War stay physical. Because who wants to play a God of War game, right, that is not on a disc? And the moment you lose connection in the middle of a big ass fight against a big boss, against a final boss or some shit like that, and then you lose, and then it just shuts down because you don't have connection, or shuts down because you haven't paid the monthly tax of your subscription. Nah, get out of that bullshit. Get out of that bullshit. You got me effed up with that BS. No, you got me real fucked up. I am not gonna do that. And that's why people are revolting. That's a revolt. It is a sign of revolt of why, of why it matters. Physical media matters. Why the 2000s and the 2010s to this day matter. Most of us now, people are learning for nostalgia during these daring times. But like I said, once again, yes, the World Cup is giving us a better light of things. They're giving us a better light that many people around the world don't have, just like us. When we take things for granted, but they do know, they do believe, they should. I think it's our duty too, as Americans, to tell the world. Let's not tell the United States of America. We need to tell the world, right, that this stuff is happening. We're losing ownership over things that should belong to us, that we once belonged to us. That is also happening in their countries. That's why here in the Americas, it is our greatest duty to tell the world, hey, we need your help. You know, because we're losing, because we're owning nothing, and they expect us to be happy. Man, I rather say burn the boats. Everything needs to burn now. If that is the case, then let's burn the things. We need to start burning. Let's stop protesting about identity and politics. Let's stop clashing each other about, who's this or who's straight, who's gay, all this gender shit. Let's stop talking about woke ideology, or grifting politics and all that weird, stupid shit. Let's actually go out and actually go up against the top cats. On God. We have a dozen top cats down in Miami. I live in the state of Florida. And we have those fat cats living 5 hours south. It's a 5-hour drive down to Miami at the gate at Star Island Beach. Yeah, I'm hunting you down. I am ready. I'm ready. And the moment I have my first experience passing down those, driving down 4 to 5 hours down to Miami, to South Florida, with nothing left to lose, yeah, I won't hesitate, bro, because I know those people have a mansion and they're having the best day of their lives in Miami. Those people right now over in Miami are struggling to live. They are moving out because they're being priced out. It is not the Miami that it once to be. It is not the Miami that it once used to be over there now. It used to be something golden. It used to be something special. But the tourists and the rising cost and the pandemic fucked everything up. It's building skyscrapers left and right, man. Right? We used to have, not to mention, like, don't joke, we did have skyscrapers back in the day, but not to this extent. And people more people want to move into Florida, bro. Stop doing that, bro. And it's those billionaires who are also coming into Miami. Those tech billionaires who are using those tech, also are engaged on the subscription, it's a subscription payments, who are abusing and doing the censorship and freedom of speech, or are also manipulating AI to push propaganda. You know what? Let's go down, bro. I live in Florida, bro. I am 5 hours down from Ocala to Miami. Because Miami's in Florida. And there's Star Island. I can remember it vividly. What Star Island is. It's really right there by throughout the archipelago of South Beach, Miami Beach. That's where all the tech billionaires, after they retire, after they take a break, they retire, they go back to Miami. Spend some time, and chill out. No, I want them to chill out. I want these people to come and chill. Come to Florida. Come to Florida. I come and chill to Florida. We'll be waiting for you. We'll be waiting for you. Because that's what they need, man. That Luigi Mangione treatment, bro. Okay, I got this. Ah, damn it. Got you. Okay. I hope this works. Yep, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. Let's get it back on track. See, we're good. So, in the wake of this macabre that we are in, to this you will own nothing, you'll be happy kind of BS, or there is still hope that maybe there will change. Let's give that as a hope. We don't want to talk about negativity all the fucking time. You hear me? Don't think of negativity all the time. It's not our ways, it's not our feelings, it's not our own passion of madness. Let's not do that. Perhaps they will, once they see this, right? They see our work, then maybe they'll change. And they'll change for the very good. They'll change for the best. They'll say, okay, we won't do it. And then everything will be nice and dandy. Though, there will be a caught off guard moment where perhaps they'll say, hey, let's make it earlier, the digital thing. You sure? G shit? Yeah, buddy. And let's go all day. And then therefore we lost everything. You have every right to riot right there. I mean, that right there, that starts a riot. I have yet to see people physically rioting on the streets for something reasonable. You know, aside from that whole Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, or Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that. No. Something that is like worth burning buildings down. Like, you know, like if a 12-year-old boy gets shot fatally and there was no charges pressed type of shit. Huh. Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be a sight, right? And that's what, you know? Shit. Did I do this? Oh no. I'm back to you. Say circle. I mean, holy shit. Maybe if we get to keep on pushing against these parasites, preventing them to stop doing the digitization in ways, or we have petitions rather than petitions, right? Make them call them out in many ways possible, and they get to this, and then maybe perhaps we will, you know, have our victory for now, because the victory, it takes a long fight. It takes a long fight. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised. But you should guys watch that movie. That movie Harlan County, USA. That was just like a 1970 movie. It's about a class war. And that it kind of does relate to the whole you will own nothing, you will be happy type of thing. Much like they try to use AI and wokeness in the AI for that stuff. That would be funny as hell if they tried. Got your lips. Kind of weird. Nah, the lips don't work. Just the color, that's it. Getting back to... Uh-huh. Oh shit. Wait. Ryoko. What are you supposed to be? Okay. Wait. Oh man, I didn't even add that. I didn't. No, I had those, but I keep drawing over them. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4. Come on, boy. Come on, baby. There we go. Shit. Atras. Caught the ass. Right here. Right here. A little bit right there. One, two. Let's see. I'm almost there, boy. Oh, my voice. Bro, I haven't talked this much for a minute. Ever since that last stream, the Culture War stream I made. I'm actually thinking of making a video of that. I had to just repeat the whole things I said. I had to regather the whole information that had became the trope. You know? Cause it's, you know, that has, it was just something different than what's going on with PlayStation and gaming, especially on the pop culture. I could watch that. Like, I could make a video of it, but I'll gotta be somewhere on public. I definitely have to be on somewhere on public. Because I don't want my mom talking about it. Or perhaps, no, that it looks terrible. Like a circle. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. Huh? Alright, boy. Get this shit out of here, boy. Hey, man. I didn't even know about this. And 2 over here. No. No, I forgot to. Right here. There you go. Wait, no. Where's your hair? Right here. Dun 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 dun. Man, I didn't even did a good job on the skin color. shit. Wait. Ah. Nice, man. There you go. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Fuck it, man. 2 years. We'll have two until 2028. That games will be over. Physical copies. Why not just have? But more people are going to do PC gaming, or they can connect a controller, like their PlayStation controller, into their PC. I don't know how that works. I have my laptop still has an Xbox login account for me to play Xbox games, right? I want to be playing free digital games. I'll tell you. I'm gonna leave it at that. I could play, like, if I could buy an Xbox controller, I could play games in there. In my laptop. The laptop, I'm using this for my studio. Then I'm using this to paint and color. You know? But that would distract me. That would really distract me. I'll tell you that. But I think would be best who? For the gamers. But unfortunately, they're gonna be digitized. So if I lose money, if I lose like freaking like internet, I will lose everything. For real. Look at that. PlayStation boycott to continue despite PS Store sale. They're saying they're doing a sale trying to keep us happy, right? But in reality, they're doing that because it's like, hey, yo, you're gonna buy as fast as you can until we start digitizing. Buy this and you be happy, but it's on sale with God knows how much money it is costing. And they're still doing the boycott. Fuck no. Greed has no limits. For real. Extra. Ignite. Ronin. We're still going strong. They need to address the elephant in the room. Stop hiding their bots or indie game developers they throw to the wolves. That means you, Sony, PlayStation, you assholes. Look, address me. Now, some of us knew that 100% digital future was inevitable. But we should be able to refund, lend, trade, and sell. Enough with corporate greed. All these people are saying this: boycott Sony, boycott Sony, boycott Sony. Yet no one's protesting physically out there. That's the one thing left. That is the one thing left. Rather than just talking about it in the internet. I get it. Talking about it in the internet is a much better way. It's a much safer, much reasonable, much reasonable way. It is the much reasonable way. Although there is a moment where to make your voice heard, you might have to do the same thing as what the crazy people outside doing protests are doing. You know? Stand up and fight out there type of mentality. Because at least they're going out there protesting something that they believe in. Not us. We want to go up against these big cats. Go out. You could use redo the Clippy movement again. Right? If you want to, if you're sick and tired of subscriptions, a subscription abuse and a subscription high price tag, once again, let's bring back the Clippy. Let's bring back the Clippy, or actually go out. If not, then shut the hell up. And not only that, the people who, right, mind you too, we have to be careful too with the people who are so normie to a point where they're numb in the head and thinking that they'll be willing and saying this is a good job. This is a more interesting idea of actually purchasing something that is digital and is going to cost them even more money. That's the thing about normies. They don't know until once it hits them. They will not know anything until they hit him. And they won't even know they'll be the first ones. That's it. Okay, maybe I'm going too far on this. I'm going way too far on this hour. Goddamn. I don't know if she's looking front or somewhere else. I don't know. But I'm using this ball. And I can do a retrace. Hold up. Let's collect you. There you go. Yes, let's do this. Let's do a sideline like a ball right here. I'll do a little ball right here. Then a ball. Like a few sparks, like a aim and fire type thing, type shit. This is just a fill up. It's not gonna be accurate. Two, one. Two. Oh shit. Three. This is gonna be more like hard light effect. And then I'm gonna go back here. Click that, all that back up. Gonna be a circle. I'm gonna get it back to you. Back to you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be masking it. That's another thing. We're gonna be masking it, baby. There you go. Like that. Like that. We're gonna be masking it here, and there you go. See that? It's like a ball. Now I do have to add like the hard light in a way, or add a particular type of light, and then I have to do the same shining color, just like that one. Wait, does Ryoko does what's her What's one of her powers? I know for sure. What was one of her powers that she has? What's the color of her beams? That's the thing. Oof. Let's see. I check out the Ryoko. Ryoko. Hakubi beam or powers. Okay, so it's like that. It's kind of like a loud orange type of color. It's gotta use extreme hard light and go orange, hard light orange. Then just go nuts. Just go absolutely nuts. Here. This is the. Here you go. I don't like that. So I had to still think about the what the background will be. I know it's gonna be like a dark background, perhaps, to kind of like get that effect. You know that effect happening, the shining and all that kind of good stuff to kind of really get that match. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm just gonna put this over here. I'm gonna make sure I actually get the color right. Well, this is a 90s anime character, so no one ever talked about an actual 90s anime character. Yeah, I got you, Erika. You were here. Back to you. Let's see. You know, I didn't even color the damn gloves. I didn't even color the damn goddamn gloves. Ah, fuck you. Screw it. Well, at least the hamstrings makes it better. Wait, doesn't they have? Because Ryoko never uses that. She has She does have hands, depending on the clothing. Depends on what type of clothing she's wearing. Because there are gloves, and there's times there's not gloves. See? Like, under this 3D design, she's wearing gloves. There's moments where she's not wearing gloves, I think, at the moment. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm confused. Who knows? But all I can say is, damn, she is the worst. She is the worst to repel, because as pure as Cartoon Network tried to be on Toonami, she awakened every open chemistry to every little boy. Just like Chell from Road to El Dorado. Mind you. Now imagine her now with tattoos. God damn. I wouldn't imagine that, actually. I wouldn't really imagine that. But if she would be the type of person who would get tattoos. Without a doubt. I mean, she was a convict. She's an escaped pirate. Space pirate, I would say. Kagato and all that kind of good stuff. There you go. So you can have her like that. In a circle. And maybe her nose needs to stretch a bit. Her nose needs to stretch a bit. Just a little bit. You know. Almost like a Disney nose. Yeah, my art is Western either way. So I want to draw them in a Western way. But I didn't draw Frieren with a long nose. That's what most elves are. They have long ears and have like a narrow nose. I didn't draw her narrow. Oopsie for me. See. Oh. You forgot we forgot your that. And then we could have put some grays up in this B. Yeah, keep it out of circle. Yeah. All right. Or nah. Oh shit. The thing's over? Oh my. Oh shit. I didn't know the music is over. Hold up a second. I did not know the music was over. Oh my god, I forgot. And I wonder why the whole room was silent. Like, okay, we'll leave your ass alone. I'm like, yo, hold up a second. I didn't ask for anybody to leave me alone. No, nigga. No. I don't want to be left alone, dog. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know the music was done. I forgot to check out the music. Damn it. Keep the freaking industry alive, bro. Keep me alive. I need some soul. Because we are still talking about, you know, about a company that used to be for the people, who's now for the money. For the money. And that name goes by the name of Sony. Sony Pictures, Sony Music, Samsung Sony, but most likely is PlayStation. You know? Oh boy. I already got this part already set up for now, but still, it still doesn't part that way. But we're not. But that, I mean, I am already almost done with the Tenchi Muyo thing. I'm almost done with not Ryuko. I'm about to say Ryuko, but her name is Ryoko. Ryoko. There's not Ryuko. Ryoko Hakubi. Alright? Have to remind myself that. I know, I'm sounding like a tourist, a normie, my head's numb, bro. I know. Because I touch grass, but I go too. I'm trying to find hentai doujins of this guy, okay? Of this character. And surprisingly enough, there's not much hentai doujins. There's not enough doujins over Ryoko. We need more doujins over Ryoko. We need more hentai over Ryoko Hakubi with Tenchi Masaki. Yes, there's a lot of hentai for Sanami and Tenchi. But we need more Ryoko Hakubi on Rule 34 with Tenchi Masaki. She is the one who's so needed. Like, she is the first waifu yandere. Waifu yandere. Give it to her. Although we don't give are the people of PlayStation. That's what we don't give. We don't give a single dent of forgiveness or empathy for these people. You know, I wouldn't have to say the same thing once and for all. But it has come to that alarm that has recently got up for the 2 days ago or yesterday. I'm late on this. As your boy Element Reptile, we had to bring out something about that just been announced by PlayStation, and it's also regarding to the fact that I already watched the news about PlayStation announcing to delete all physical media. Delete all physical media, just like they did in Xbox. I already saw the news too about that. That in 2028 they're gonna, there will be no more digital games, right? That are being sold physically. In a way, those are terrible words, man. I'm burnt. Okay, I worked. Sorry, but there'll be no physical ownership within this game. Look, PS Store sale, which is happening, which they're trying to do right now. The people of the high hats of PlayStation, they're saying the PS Store sale starts today, but physical media enthusiasts want you to boycott it. Yes. So what's happening is that because after the announcement of the PlayStation, like digital media thing, a lot of backlash happened, and many people right now hate this. They're talking shit about it right now. I know right now guys like Seros TV's talking about it. I know people like Tom Foe is talking about it. Clownfish.tv is talking about it. Geeks and Gamers. The new Black Street, I think they call themselves. Artreus is definitely talking about it. Yes. And then the Seros TV, probably Chibi Reviews too as well. Prof for Darkness, J9 X J Senpai, I'm pretty sure you guys is talking about this. And so many more. What's happening? So it goes off this way. PlayStation has kicked off its big summer sale with games on the PS4 getting discounts up to 75%. The sale starts today and will run until August 12th, giving fans a few weeks in order to pick up some deals. However, many in the gaming community have not yet forgiven PlayStation for abandoning physical media in the replies to PlayStation's post about the sale. Many are continuing to express their disgust that Sony is going all in on digital-only gaming and encourage fellow physical media enthusiasts to boycott PlayStation, refusing to participate in the sale. Okay, so this is the post that they're saying right now, much like the post they're saying right here in the details. So this is from the Gamer. This is the post they're saying on PlayStation. Right? It says like PlayStation Store summer sales goes live tomorrow. Goes live and it's to save up to 75%. Right? And the response was, nah, I will still with physical. I will still fuck with physical. And look, they have Cyberpunk 2077, all that stuff. Right? And a lot of people said shit. Look at this. Look. This guy even made his own like graphic design of PlayStation. The same thing. PlayStation Plus, it has the games, but they also have their own like in Photoshop. He said this, fuck no. Greed has no limits. Premium extra pretty much. And a lot of people are saying shit. A lot of people saying shit right here. Some of us knew. I knew that it was 100% digital future that was inventable. We should be able to refund, lend, sell, trade, just like a physical copy. Enough with physical corporate greed, basically. Fat cats are saying this too, bro. Control Latino. A boycott. PlayStation players driving to all digital. All these people are saying it. Some people are using their photos. They're being very, very, very creative. My bad. Excuse me. Right? And this had that backlash, and many artists and many people who are right now trying to protest against this, and hoping and they still don't know the consequences about it because they're still going for money for it. As such, so we keep going. As with all of PlayStation's recent social posts, it's getting ratioed to hell and back. This is from thegamer.com, so this is their own sort of reporting media, right? With 5.4k likes against 11k comments, almost all of them which are negative. It's clear that PlayStation isn't out of the woods yet, even when it's trying to sell games cheaper. Why is it called sale when you're only renting stuff to people instead of selling it? Says Twitter user. Does it play? Stop deceiving people. A lot of people are saying stop deceiving people. If you want to kill physical media, be honest. Tell people you will strip things from their library whenever you feel like it, and that's what you lovely Eula say. No, that's like they did with Crunchyroll. They're already the anime Black Lagoon is completely stripped off the library in Crunchyroll, despite being a anime streaming one of the biggest, largest anime only streaming service on the planet. Yet they're stripping away movies, they're stripping away animes, they're stripping away live actions, just like they did in Netflix. You know, this refers to the fact that they don't own digital copies of the games. Instead, we're handing them over money for the right to play these games for as long as the publisher or platform owner allows. PlayStation itself proved this around the same time and announced it was ditching physical games in 2028, as it also removed 500 films from its service, even if you previously bought them. If you remember back in the day, I still too vividly back in the day, I had Netflix in the 2010s in my Xbox 360, and my brother had Netflix or Amazon or Hulu in PlayStation. And you're able to watch these streaming services and to watch, including independent movies that were being uploaded that are made by Roku Originals, Netflix Originals, or Amazon Prime Originals right there for you. What they're doing is, since the ones that are iconic and that people want to remember watching it again, though, even though they're like decades ago, they're gonna rip it off. They're gonna rip it off. And this guy, this reporter, this channel right here, this website is saying the elephant in the room. They're saying everything out loud. They're reporting it. Everybody's knowing what's going on, and they know the context of it. Now, unlike people from the IGN, people from like IMBD, who are actually praising for this, who are actually, these guys we know who've been around for the game since the 2010s, since the 2000s. IGN used to be in the 2000s, and they're being optimistic about this bullshit. Fuck that, baby. Nah, fuck no, baby. No, bro. With that in mind, many worry about their game libraries going into the all digital future. Sure enough, you might be able to pick some deals in the PS4 sale this summer, but you will still be able to play them in 20 years? Right? No, in 20 years, already you're gonna lose one thing. You're gonna already lose some of the most important games. Imagine you want to play Crash Bandicoot, right? The remake, or the new Spyro, and it's already been 4 years already past. And that new Spyro game that might be coming in, or SpongeBob, or the new Battlefield, right? Once that thing becomes outdated in the next 2 years or 4 years, they completely deleted it. They'll completely delete it like they did what's going on the deletion in Crunchyroll. Now it's like they're doing right now with the movies too. Imagine that. Imagine I want to look at a movie that's on sale, right? It's already released, like Avengers, right? I have to pay for that. All right. But once if it's already released and already debuted, now it's free to watch, right? After a year, and then it started deleting out of nowhere because it's already it's got a schedule and you can't see it anymore. So I have to depend on going to Amazon, or I have to depend on going to Netflix, which is $15 per month or not higher. They might push up that price. Imagine owning that instead of actually owning things. I still remember them days when I still have my 1950s, 60s stop motion sci-fi movies that were done by like these very long time ago. I still have a cassette. It's still very old. I could put it in the PlayStation, play it, I could watch the movie. Xbox and freaking PlayStation were used as DVD players. They were at the time, bro. At the time that you had physical ownership. There was such physical ownership. There's something about it. There's something about it that contains physicality, physical ownership. That is what it keeps in my mind. In any case, the sale is on now. It will be releasing to see if enough players boycott it to feel. Let me say. It will be interesting to see if enough players boycott it to make Sony feel it where it hurts. Many people will feel where it hurts too, yeah. Because you are not going to do this to everybody, bro. Look at the replies. Like, if you generally want to hurt Sony's bottom line, remove your payment information from your account. This drops the customer's lifeline values, scores, and damages in their projections. This is 10 times the effect of turning off PS Plus. Limit the data they collect on you. It skews the reports sharper, removing personalized algorithms in another leg that drops that value. And finally, disable marketing notifications. This blocks them from reaching you for marketing related purposes and hurts their projections further. Or better option is piracy. That's what many people are trying to do. They're trying to pirate, bro. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't service. I forgot the what it says. I forgot the saying. I've been hearing of many YouTubers, but I have short-term memory. Okay, just bear me out with it. Bear me out, all right? Because look at this one. Don't buy digital games. They aren't yours. They are rented. You can lose them at any time. No disc, no buy. Cancel PlayStation Plus. Many people are saying. Yeah, many people are saying this straight up right there. No disc, no buy. For real. Look at this. People are making AI videos, AI images over this stuff, bro. And there's even petitions. There's right here even petitions on this BS. They will make a new video game like this. Digimon Bandai Namco right here, right? And then, but imagine this game right now. That unfortunately is going to be on a digital copy in the next 2 years. This could be, for the temporary time being, could be physical for Nintendo Switch. But imagine now that Nintendo Switch will resort to physical copies, just like PlayStation, because they can do it. They can do it within an instant. They can definitely put Nintendo Play digital only consoles like they did with Fortnite, like they did with League of Legends, League of Legends now, but like they did with Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, and so on and on and on and on and on and on. And that to me would say to me, in part, my heart in particular, is good thing people are protesting it, but I don't think that's enough. People need to actually physically protest. I want right now, because these fat cats are literally saying to the whole world right now, right? You will own nothing and you will be happy. That's what they're saying. You will own nothing, you'll be happy. It's that same trope that are being said over and over and over and over and over and over again. You will own nothing and you'll be happy, but there's secretly it's right at your face. And that's why people are having enough about it. You will hear many grifting. Yes, you will hear there will be people, I'll tell you right now. There will be people who are so numb in the head and so empty in the head that they will milk to this. They will milk their money on this bet. They say, "Oh, everything's digital, is amazing." They don't even know that the moment you lose internet, you will lose everything. You forget the truth and never see the physical media. I mean, yes, I remember them time too that I, as a normie, I'm not a normie actually. I'm more alternative than you think. I remember there was a time where back in 2021 we did had a dream. Before the 2020s, there was a dream of the future and where will it go, right? Now this is the future. This is a cyberpunk dystopia that we're getting into. I know this sounds political, but many people like this again, like the YouTubers Tom Fo, like the YouTubers like Seros TV, Eric July, Atreus, people like up to Clownfish TV, Geeks and Gamers, everyone are all saying the same, are pretty up in arms. It's just like everybody else. People on TikTok are going up in arms on this bullshit because this is a situation that's going on. These are fat cats once again trying to get away with robbery. Fat cats trying to get away with stealing our beverage, stealing our dignity, stealing our ownership. if you learn something from the video, I think from that one guy, of that millennial dude who did a video about, about the against the subscriptions, against the censorship, against the marketing of sexual assault, all that stuff, and the AI that's used, taking over jobs, and also AI using to kind of like even censor the freedoms of speech and stuff. They say, they tell you guys, change your profile picture to a Clippy. Then remember the times that this was like what, 2 years ago? They did the Clippy movement. I was up to there. I mean, I remember vividly the Clippy movement too, and everybody's using the Clippy. Use that again. Let's use that again for this situation and for everything else. But not just that. Physically protest. I said this before. Physically protest on what's most reasonable, not what's not the most smallest. All right, we're not doing another protest against another Carmelo Anthony case. Let's actually protest against this shit physically. Stop with the protests on the internet. Protest physically out there in the streets with all the things that we're going up through. We have nothing left to lose, right? So you and I, on God. And that is what this topic is today too. And I hope this gets better, because I hope these people get, understand what they're doing is fucking up everything up, on their own behalf of their money. But I hope this fucks them up really good, because they're agreed, just like Disney, And that is too much to me to say. I'm Element Reptile. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to see more of my content, like, subscribe my channel. Bless BB. All right. Yep. That's the end of the show.
From the ashes we will never die. Can you feel the power